What's my number one? I'll tell you what my number one is. Remember when the United Nations General Assembly barricaded itself inside the Secretariat building?
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious.
That's your number one? For real? I don't know. I thought Thal Delegate from Kudaza tasted funny. Wait, is that racist?
Bah. You're a fool, Reynolds.
Hold on, let me finish.
When Atuma and his undersea hordes thought they were hidden safe deep inside the Marianas Trench, the look on their faces when they saw the avenging sun shooting up from underneath them.
Silence Fish Male. That women's prison quasar encased in the force bubble. That was number one. I could just peel them off the side of his shields as they clawed futilely for escape.
Women's prison is your number one. What a shock. You do realize that if you allowed male flesh to pass your lips, you wouldn't need propping up half the time.
No, I will never pollute my perfect warrior's body with meat spawned by their chromosome.
The hell was I saying?
The UN, you're number one.
Right, thanks, Mark. All those ice-shrinking people, they banded together, remember? They snuck inside while we were ripping apart the members of the Security Council like fresh bread. They thought they could sneak inside me. Sneak inside my body. Then expand and blow me apart. Nah. Desperation makes people stupid. I can pick a speck of dust off a tick's benign from 100 meters. All of them crunching my mouth at once. It was like popcorn. I used to love popcorn. That's my number one.
Enough. Warrior-born can suffer these indignities no more. Engaged in endless banter in our moldering fortress, our trophy room serves only as a mocking reminder that there are no foes left to right. No life left to devour. We vanquished ever the Outworlder armies led by the undead from the other realm, which were teleported from the virus's original dimension far across the stars. The undead wasp appeared amongst the Kree, whom she converted and led back to her homeworld. Once he found himself materialized on the Shi'ar throne world, Luke Cage thought the might of its Imperial Guard would lead him to victory over us. How wrong he was. Not even the Black Panther's superior combat skills and an undead horde of the Ariadist Skull Warriors could stand against us Avengers.
Our patience is at an end. You have been in this dimension and up on the moon for how many years, and you still have not unlocked the secrets of the Watcher's intra-reality transport system yet.
Oh, hi. Nice to see you too. Look, I was defining the cutting edge in quantum mechanics while you were still learning how to turn into a rock in the Skrull Hitler Youth. Trust me, Watu's tech has been designed to specifically resist this kind of tampering, and it's coded in a language I have too few brain lobes to understand. Fortunately, with your help, I've added 12 more lobes, 6 of the greatest minds Earth has produced. With the right bioelectrical persuasion, their combined brain power has brought me to the brink of understanding how to get the transporter operational. In fact, I think I'm only missing one piece. I just need you to give me a little more time.
I'll give you a fist through the skull, you degenerate wife-beater!
We are hungry. You must find us a virgin dimension with new food.
No, it's not a malfunction.
Xavier, he actually detected something? Has your telepathic scanning through Cerebro discovered something to eat on this globe? Sentry, according to Professor X, there is flesh in the savage land we have overlooked.
Then we have to get there first. Fire up the Quinjet. Actually, come to think of it, devouring all those different species, the dinosaurs and the mastodons and the human offshoots. There was just so much life in the savage land, thriving, perfectly preserved. I was full. I was actually full for a whole hour afterwards. Oh, I remember it so clearly. Okay, I take my answer back. The savage land. That was number one.
Yeah, number one, totally.
I must concur.
The way Shanna writhed when I bit down on her. Yes, the Savage Land. Number one.
Lucky for you guys, you're already dead, huh? Of course, all I've wanted out of my unlife ever since this plague made me lose everything I had in my world, and this one, is erase the curse of you flesh-eaters from the multiverse forever. So I gathered some folks who have their own reasons to hate you as much as I do. We're thinking of calling ourselves the New Avengers. Catchy, right?
You fell for the oldest trick in the book, suckers!
Heads up, Golden Boy is mine.
No, Golden Man is Hulk's. Hulk thought Golden Man was his friend. Golden Man helped Hulk feast on whole zip codes of puny humans. But as soon as Hulk turned back to Banner, Golden Man tried to rip head off.
Now Hulk rip Golden Man's head off. Stick up Golden Man's butt. How you like that, Golden Man?
Sorry about that, old chum. Nothing personal, you understand. You were my only significant competition on this mud ball. Getting rid of you would have tripled my food supply. But that's all moot now. Tell us where that flesh we detected here came from, or we start exploring which parts of you are detachable. Got your flesh right here. You bastards never managed to turn Jim Rhodes, no sir. Each time I get bit, I just cut that shit right out of me, replaced it with Stark Tech. What's one less finger? I got 2 more. About 60% of my organs still function too. You want the last scrap of meat on planet Earth? Come and get it.
Thundra, Spider-Man has something webbed to his back. He's been trying to discover scientific means to destroying us for decades. This must be it. Now that I have him off balance, grab it.
Who are you to give me orders? Male. Fortunately for you, I was gonna do that anyway.
No! Spider-Man Hulk's friend. Spider-Man teach Hulk all zombies must die.
I have it, Moon Knight.
No. After all this time, this is my last chance to redeem myself. I can't let you go. I've spent years creating the perfect weapon against these things. I'm not gonna let it get away. Shooting my arteries out like webbing still hurts like a son of a... I got you. Oops, clearly necrosis has not done wonders for my aim.
Run! Legs run as fast as you can. Keep that canister out of the hands of our enemies.
Somebody stop that body! Brody, a little help?
Kinda busy webs.
This kind of a mismatch, don't you think, little man?
Way I see it, bub. We got an unstoppable force object deal here. See, I'll never forgive you dirtbags for how you fed on Kitty Pryde. No matter how many times I told you not to quasar, held her underwater till she ran out of breath, forcing her to turn solid again. The Namer.
Idiot! You want to release the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns? I must contain it. Unless...
Sorry for casting such a wide net, gang. Haven't gotten the hang of Uatu's teleportation bear yet. All I really needed was him.
What do you think you're doing?
Told a little fib earlier today, Bob. I've known for decades exactly what the Watcher's interdimensional transport needs to work. Pupper power source, like I don't know, 1,000,000 exploding suns should do the trick. Just had to be patient, wait for you to be weakened enough to be trapped inside this magnetic bottle. I'm much obliged to these new Avengers for that.
No! You wouldn't dare! Free me!
Yes, it's working! The dimensional portal is activating! A virgin universe! With all that meat, after all this time without!
New Avengers! We can't let these monsters pollute one more world! Stop them! Here, open the canister!
Copy that, Webhead. Heat-seeking missiles don't work on our kind anymore, but motion sensor warheads should do the trick.
Sand? Your secret weapon against us is sand? Are we supposed to be impressed?
Tony Stark developed nanites that attack diseased and decaying flesh. Anathema to our kind. Only problem with them when Jim Rhodes brought them to me was that you couldn't disperse them through air. So I tracked down an old friend, inoculated him with a vaccine I made from Wolverine's still-living healing factor-laced blood, and laced his body with the nanomachines. Bon appetit. Thank you, Flint. Thank you, Mary Jane and Aunt May are avenged.
Good riddance, you dirty freak.
What's happening out there? Whoever's there, you will let me out if you know what's good for you.
Whoa, they told me you were dead. I'm sure they did. But countless millennia ago, I and my brother Watchers traded our corporeal bodies for forms of pure energy. I cannot be devoured by your giant man any more than I can be turned by a virus, even one as persistent as this. I have observed all these events, unseen, insubstantial, pondering the best way, if any, to react. R&D the moment has, as always, presented the most perfect solution. What has been done cannot be undone, but it can be contained.
What are you doing? How dare you? I won't stand for this. You hear me? I'll come back for you. I'll devour you.
It is my duty as a Watcher to report what I observe. The dimensional portal has been open for a few minutes. The unsuspecting citizens of this world will have already heard this thing punching. before the sound is drowned out by a flash in the sky and a ripple through the clouds, this terror shall never end, because it never truly began. And since this hunger shall never be satisfied, let it devour itself.